Well, my name's Andrew Edwards, Chief Executive of ETX Capital. My CFD career started nearly 15 years ago at City Index, where I joined as an equity trader, ended up running the equity desk, the US desk. And then in 2003, I saw an opportunity where a company called Trad Index at the time had just been formed and was looking at offering spread betting on an online-only service. And I saw the potential for that, the potential for scale, and joined Trad Index, which has now become ETX Capital. Well, it's interesting. I think it was at the time the tech boom was going on. Private investors were shifting away from traditional share dealing into spread betting. It was a very popular product at the time. I found it very interesting and hence joined City Index. I also thought it was interesting that at the time, through one platform, you could trade all these assets, and it was such a big game change from what the traditional stockbrokers were offering. And that was the most appealing factor for moving into the industry. All right, so ETX today is 85 to 90 people. We're operational in 9 countries. We're operational in the UK, Germany, France, Italy, Spain, Portugal, Denmark, and South Africa. One of the big shifts in the industry has been towards a more retail offering, and ETX has been at the forefront of that. So we've shifted from what used to be a very telephone-based service to now which is almost entirely web-based, targeting retail customers. In terms of the revenue of the business, ETX is about 25 to 28 million pounds of revenue, half of which comes from the UK. In the UK, we're roughly 7 to 8% market share, but we made a concerted effort a few years ago to move away from the UK, diversify away from the UK into the international arena. And hence, using MiFID passporting, we're now pushing out throughout Europe. We are beyond Europe, though. We're looking at opportunities in Asia. We have a business in South Africa, which is growing nicely. And we've realized that this product is not only an exciting product for the UK retail market, but in fact for the global retail market. And with our delivery mechanism being through the web, it's far easier for a company like ours to expand our distribution channels by marketing in international territories. One of the difficulties you find outside of MiFID is regulation. So as you step outside of the EU and try and promote your product in other regions, you need to obviously look at local regulation and, if necessary, get local regulation, and that's a process we're going through at the moment. Well, it's been an interesting journey. I think what you find with small businesses is in the very early days, your cost base is always very low. Everyone's required to be very entrepreneurial, and people are required to wear multiple hats. And that allows you to grow very quickly and actually remain very profitable in that small business shape. The problem you find is when you get to any sort of substantial size as a regulated company, you need to start doing things properly. You need to segregate duties, you need to segregate departments, and you then go through a very painful period of growing up from a small entrepreneurial startup into a properly run institution. And we've been through that painful growth stage, and most companies are going through that now. And if you can make it through that, and you can get your corporate governance structure set up right, you can get your balance sheet set up correctly, you can get all your controls and processes set up correctly, then expansion from there onwards is far more easy because the foundations are there. It's really then about just tapping into new markets and using that machine behind us to process more and more trades. And at the end of the day, we're in the business of just processing as many trades as we can from as many customers as we can. So it's been very painful, and however, we think now it's going to become very profitable. It's been educational. I don't think you'd want to do it too many times on your own in your career. But we've had the support of some very clever people. We've had the support of a substantial private equity firm like JRJ. And I could never have done anything like that without the right support network.